Okay, so all right, now we're gonna make a random sentence generator here. What it's gonna do is it's gonna take three elements into a noun, a an object, and a verb to tie the two together. So you're gonna have a noun at the beginning, an object at the end, and a verb connecting the two. Just standard sentence. It's gonna be completely random. So we're gonna use arrays. Make sure that you add in your namespace standard in here. I did go ahead and start off with some stuff. So, a lot of people, this is just stuff that I added on a program to make it look nice. So it's just basically put in some spaces here to add in some separation and make it look nice. You want your programs to look nice. So, um, oops, okay. Just a second here. All right. So now, and what I did there is I used this area up here is just my start. That's just gonna pop up right at the beginning of the program and kind of be a title screen for the program. And then from there, it's gonna go. It's got the call to right here. Run this, and then it's gonna continue down past the start, and that's to keep everything kind of cleaned up down here. So we're going to start off with some arrays for the sentences. So we're going to do a noun, a verb, and an object. So let's do a string array for a noun. String, not string. Not sure what a string is, but so be it. And let's go ahead and use let's use three elements in the array on this. So there's three possible nouns that are going to be included in our array. So you could put your brackets up here. Basically, what I'm doing now is I'm telling the program what nouns to include into this array. I could leave this blank and all that sort of stuff and basically have a zero value. But especially with strings, you gotta put in a value. So for nouns, let's go ahead and just pick some names. Let's use Eric for one. Actually, zero. The first one's going to be zero on an array. So we'll start with Eric. We'll go William. And we have three total. So William's one. And then we'll go Brittany. And she needs some quotes. And that will encompass our nouns. So we close that bracket off, and boom, we have three nouns in that array. Now let's go ahead and do that with verbs as well, string verbs. An array. And let's do three of those as well. And we're going to, let's say, runs. Not. You can pick whatever you want here. I'm just picking random crap is all. Each. Okay. I should have been more prepared for this, I suppose, but it really doesn't matter. And I was gonna say laughs, but that's gonna require some different tie-ins at the end. So let's say dances. Why not? If the sentence doesn't make sense, you can change include whatever you want in your version, and that's that. So don't forget your semis on here, otherwise you'll start getting yelled at. And then we're gonna do the tied in what object was what we were going to call that. Array. And elements is going to be 3 on that. I mean, objects is subjective. It's really whatever you want to tie in at the end of the sentence. It'd be adjectives, objects. We could just do this. Let's say with water. And you can have multiple words. It does not have to be just one. You could write full on whole, whole descriptions in there if you really wanted to. Let's just say ugly, and let's go ahead and hello quotes. Let's do that. That could be fun. You could have a lot of fun with this and then generate some really quirky stuff. But now, so those are our arrays. That's we've created our arrays. We've started the program. Now we need to call for some user input. You can see at the top, right up here, we in our intro we actually already asked the user to enter 1 to generate a new random sentence. So if we want the user, we could also add in. I mean, you can add in a watcher there and do a do if or something and do or do while, or you can do whatever you want and add in a press 2 to end the program type thing. I'm not going to incorporate that into this, but you can certainly do that. Because right now, with the way I'm thinking of doing this, is basically you hit 1, you're going to get a new sentence, you hit anything else, and the program's going to end. That's basically what's going to have to happen in this scenario. So, anyway, cout. We are going to have some fun, so let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. There we go, get a couple spaces. Separation is key. Of course, you want some separation in there. You don't want it to look like a jumbled mess and have to sit there and stare at the screen and figure out what's going on. That's just annoying. So we're going to have to call for some user input here now and ask them, would they like to... There goes Pac-Man. That's my phone. Would they like to generate a sentence? And let me see who that is first. Oh. What was I saying? Yeah, here we go. Give them that space at the end there so it looks nice. And then we're going to take that user input for new sentence is what we set up there at the top. So cn, and we're going to take a new sentence. And then we are going to we got to pull in the randoms here, don't we? Yeah, we do. So do while. We're going to do a do while to pull these up here. Let's do. And we got to add in the random. We got to seed this and make it actually random. So. And then we're going to random. I got you, Pac-Man. Just give me a minute here. Random noun, random verb, random object. Random noun. Now, one thing to remember here is with arrays, we did 3. Random verb equals random element, and just going to pull it in 3. With arrays, you got to remember that you're pulling value up to 3 values, but it's not 1, 2, 3. It is 0, 1, 2. So in certain situations, you actually need to add a +1 here, and what that is like for example, if you were to do a dice program, you need to add this +1, because what that is going to do is create a result. You know, with a dice program, you'd want to do have a result of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and if you had an array set up, you would pull either a 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, and you want to make sure that your result is not 0 through 5. You want it to be 1 through 6. So yeah, there you go. Object, right? Yes. Equals random. Three. So now what these are going to do is these functions, or these variables here, are going to pull a random value. And I need to go down here, actually. They're going to pull a random value between 0 and 3. And now we need to output our sentence. And we'll add a space in there, yeah. Yeah, we'll add a space in there. And we are going to pull, let's see here, noun array, and then we have random nouns. So we are going to pull noun array. We're going to pull from our values in the noun array. And which value of noun array are we going to pull? We're going to pull a random value, which we will randomly declare between 0 and 3, or 0 and 2, or randomly declare one of the 3 values, which we did up on top, and then it's going to pull that value right here and put it right here, and then it's going to, like, for example, if this random value is a 2, it's going to pull the second value in our noun array, which is William. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to need spaces between our words for obvious reasons. And we need to tell it to put that space in there. So now we're going to need a verb, right? So our verb array, and we will do random verb. So yeah, pretty simple stuff here, right? You guys following along? It's all good. It's all good. And then finish it off with our object, quote unquote. And that is object array. And random object. And that's it. That should do us. We got our spaces in there. Let's go ahead and add some more space at the end. And now we're gonna cycle this through so they can do multiple sentences. This is gonna be a real quick addition here, since we did do the new sentence variable up there, and we're doing a do while. While new sentence is 1, so if they enter a 1 here, it's going to fire this off, And then we need to either change the value at the end or change it to end the program, or continue asking for more sentences. So we're going to ask the user what they want to do. And let's go ahead and add some space in there. Again, clean it up a little bit. Would you like to fire off a new sentence? Space at the end, again, because you don't want the one stacked on top of there, or whatever option they select. And then we're going to cin new sentence again. Yes, that was the variable new sentence. Okay. And then we got our do. So let's not forget about our do. We're going to be doing a do while, and we want it to be while new sentence is equal to 1. Do not forget, 1 equals sign changes the value. So if I said new sentence equals 1, it is actually changing new sentence to a value of 1. Whereas equals equals is comparing. This is comparing new sentence to 1. So while new sentence is actually 1, it is going to cycle through this. If I said new sentence equals 1, it is changing the value of new sentence to 1, and it's just going to keep cycling through this, and it's not going to stop, and it's going to be a mess, and the world just might end because of that. So let's clean this up a little bit, and I do believe this should work. Let's test her out. Okay, and we got, yes, we want to generate a new sentence. William runs with knives. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do that, Will. That's not good. Want to generate a new sentence? Yeah, let's do a new one. He eats with water. Well, that's healthy, I suppose. Brittany runs oddly. Here we go. Come on, where's Eric? We already know Will eats with water. Brittany runs with knives too. You guys are both very dangerous. And I dance with water, so. And there you go. And then enter in a different value. We'll end the program. Press any key to continue. It ends. And there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope it helped somebody out there do something.